After 29 years, we're finally getting a new Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. To quote C-3PO, thank the maker. Hey Star Wars fans, welcome back to another video from All Things Star Wars Considered. As always, I'm your host Doug, and today we're going to be talking about an announcement made by Hasbro just a little while back. Yes, we are finally, I repeat, finally getting the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter in the Vintage Collection. It is hard to believe, but the only TIE Fighter we have received from Hasbro was back in 1996. And here it is, Power of the Force 2. We're going to take a look at this today, and then, of course, I'm going to talk a little bit about the TIE Fighter that was announced just a couple weeks back. I have pre-ordered it. It will be out sometime this fall, and I am looking forward to it. But it's hard to believe that it took Hasbro 29 years to get out a new TIE Fighter. But it will be definitive. I don't think we'll ever be complaining to Hasbro again about a Darth Vader's TIE Fighter when this thing arrives. Before we get into today's content, I would just like to bring somebody into the video, into frame. This is Alan Manchester, the Funko Pop. I did mention in a prior video that my father would be forever in my backdrop. So we are going to add him. This is actually a Jerry Garcia Pop. I have removed the bass guitar. My wife has created a custom shirt for him and a hammer. My father was a carpenter. He was a builder. He took pride in that. And we're going to now add him to the backdrop. He is a little tough to see. We'll probably try to figure something out. But from now on, my dad will be looking over my shoulder and just overseeing productions over here at All Things Star Wars Considered. So welcome to the show, Dad. We are going to talk about the Vader's TIE Fighter today, so stick around. That is all coming up next. Okay, let's get into this. Now, normally I would labor a lot on the box and everything, but because this thing is so dated, I'm not going to spend an awful lot of time. But obviously we have the Star Wars Power of the Force logo, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter with launching laser cannons. They actually have the Kenner logo here because I believe at the time Kenner had bought, Hasbro had bought Kenner. So they were still using the Kenner logo. This shows you how far back this goes. We've got an image of the toy on the front. If we come down here, we have more images of the toy in action. It says contents, 1 vehicle and 2 projectiles. And of course, Galactic Empire, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter with launching laser cannons. And you know, it's funny, I was looking at this. It's been so long since I've taken a look at this. I didn't realize how much damage this thing has. It has water damage, and I don't quite remember how that occurred, but I've had it for close to 30 years, so anything's possible. I know when we were building the house here, it was stored in my dad's house, and maybe during that time, it got a little water damage. I don't know. I really don't. But obviously on the back, we have the definitive starfighter for Lord Darth Vader. And yeah, it might be the definitive starfighter, but this toy is not the definitive Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. That will be forthcoming this fall with the announcement of the Vintage Collection Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. And I will get into that a little bit as we go along. Fire laser missiles and retractable laser cannons reenact the famous dogfights. Pose requires hand support. Then we have 3 images here. Cockpit opens and Vader takes the controls. Figure sold separately. Dual port blasters fire laser missiles at rebel targets. Press here. Lever activates laser cannon assault. Then we have like a little card here that I guess you could remove, and it would give you the specs of the Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, a model, custom built, bent wing, space superiority starfighter, affiliation Galactic Empire, crew 1 pilot, length 9.2 meters, weapons 2 laser cannons. I don't get it, but let's not labor too much, but it does say 1996. So without further ado, let's crack this thing open. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we have here. And I don't even know what to expect because this thing hasn't been out of the box in years. But looks like I saved all the packing materials. So we have a wing. We have another wing with some instructions. Look at this. Look at the toy line. The figures, Hammerhead, some of the Empire figures, and these are all wicked dated. Some ships, and the Falcon, some lightsabers, and then as we go along, you have some Shadows of the Empire stuff, and then we get into Gargoyles and Batman and Legends of Batman. And, wow. Justice League and preschool stuff. So, I mean, this thing, you can see, we were barely talking about Star Wars. We were talking about everything in between. So we have the main body here. Let's get rid of this piece of cardboard. And here's your main body of the ship. So you have like this fuselage. Oh, wow, missiles are falling out. I thought these were green. Huh. Do those click? Okay, yeah, they click in place. And let's see. Let's put this thing together. I think it's fairly straightforward. I think we just click this wing on here. It's been so long. Oh, there it is. Look at that, huh? It's like riding a bike. You never forget. And let's put this wing on. Man, I'm so glad that we're getting another TIE Fighter because this thing is not good. But I guess if you wanted to hang this from a ceiling, and create like some sort of, dog fight, using some fishing line, I guess it would work. But nothing really great about this ship. So we have this cockpit that opens, and wow, there's really nothing to it. You're supposed to just drop Vader in there. Do we have a Vader figure close by? I do. I don't think he'll work, though. I don't know, I have this Vader figure here. And I guess you'd have to remove his cape before you could even put him in there. And he's got a lower robe. I don't even think that'll work. But, I mean, I guess we could, yeah, barely fits. Because of this lower robe. I don't know if is that removable. I don't know. But, yeah, here you have it. So, I mean, it looks okay. It looks the part. You got this nice little area here that you can kind of handle it. And you have this little lever under. Wow, the wings don't even really stay locked on. They kind of pop off very easily. You have this lever here underneath. And when you, see if we can kind of show you. See it? When you do that, these cannons kind of come out from the fuselage. And then they retract or they go back in. So, nothing great there. I know there's a couple of buttons on this so you can fire the missiles. And let's see. I think if we press this button, coming right at you. There you go. And here comes another one. So, yeah. There's the features of this. No electronics. The color's off. It's more to the blue. It's supposed to be more towards the gray. Yeah. I don't even want to go that much further with this because I want to get really into the new TIE Fighter we're getting. I just wanted to show this briefly so you could see just what an upgrade we're getting from this. Mind you, this is 96. They were feeling their way through all this Star Wars stuff, and I don't think they really knew what they were doing. So it's okay. They have come full circle. Come 2025, they're going to give you the definitive Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and I couldn't be happier. So let's terminate that, but here it is. Okay, and here you have the Vintage Collection Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Obviously, the Vintage Collection features the Star Wars logo, the double racetrack piping around the outer edge of the box, and obviously the Luke and Leia Hildebrand. This ship comes with a carded Darth Vader figure, and it's an alternate card back. The figure's pretty much a straight up repack, but it's great to get a figure in with the ship. And speaking of which, there is Vader standing alongside his ride. And let's just say the purple backdrop really pays homage to the original Kenner version. Here is Vader sitting in the cockpit. He looks great. And this figure comes with alternate hands to allow him to grasp the control sticks. And look at that control panel. Very detailed. And here's the battle damage that was sustained during the Battle of Yavin. That panel can be removed and you can add a undamaged panel. So that looks fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed the review of the Power of the Force 2 Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and I hope you enjoyed the upcoming look at the Vintage Collection TIE Fighter, Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, that will be put out by Hasbro sometime this fall. Obviously, you can see by the photos I grabbed from Hasbro Pulse, this is leaps and bounds ahead of their last version of that ship, which was nearly 30 years ago. Obviously, you knew that they were going to improve on that vastly, but what they turned out is just simply amazing. Rumor has it that a prop builder from the original films actually designed that ship. So it was actually designed and made like it was a prop on a movie. So you can imagine the amount of detail that went into creating that ship. And I think it's going to translate when it arrives on our doorstep later this fall. So I hope you enjoyed it. We are going to move on and start to wrap things up. Before we do so, though, I would like to send a quick shout out to a friend of mine, Vincent Spencieri, who has been putting out a bunch of videos lately. I think I've mentioned him on the channel one other time. If you get a chance, check out some of his videos. He does a lot of Star Wars stuff, but he also does a lot of everything else. Minecraft and Simpsons and Marvel and just all kinds of different things. So he's very diverse. He says that he thinks that kind of hurts him sometimes. And you know what? It's tough when you do something that's a little bit more general, and you're not focusing on one specific. Sometimes you lose people because some people want to see Star Wars, some people want to see Marvel Legends, some people want to see Simpsons. So when you start jumping around, sometimes you lose people, and I get it. I'm the same way. I did the vintage 12-inch line, and I don't think there was a really big audience for it. There wasn't a lot of views on it. So I kind of moved on. Eventually I'll get back to it maybe, but there just wasn't enough interest in it, and I get it. When you do all things Star Wars considered, and you start considering all things Star Wars, some people are going to love the Kenner. Some people are going to love the Hasbro. Some people are going to want Lego. Some people are going to want Black Series. It's tough to please everybody, so you just got to kind of hold true to your guns and kind of put your content out there and just hope that enough people out there embrace you. So having said all that, if you haven't done so, I ask you to hit the subscribe button so I can continue to bring you that valuable Star Wars content we've all come to know and love. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. That helps the channel as well. If you have a question, a comment, some input, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll get back to each and every one of you. Want to wish everybody a great day. Thank everybody for watching, and we will see you on the next video. And as always, may the Force be with you.
There's an old man living cold and poor. Feels like there's nothing to give. There's a young boy crossing by his path, reflected how he